Hey, what is going on, everybody? Tom's Gold Dirt out here in the garage doing a intro after the fact. Today's video is really cool. I think you'll enjoy it. It's basically a montage of clips of shooting things. Not really, it's shooting the same thing over and over again with different types of projectiles. And what we have here is a ballistic panel. It's a homebrew type. I made it myself. I made it during the time of the incident in Florida, the Parkland incident in Florida. My son was 3, I think. He was getting ready to go to preschool, and I just wanted to put something in his backpack to protect him in the event that something terrible like that happened around here. Ended up ordering the material off of, I think, eBay. You can go get ballistic fabric off of eBay, Kevlar, and other places, various other places. The stuff I actually have is, I don't know what it's lined with. It's some kind of dense rubber. It's got a dense rubber backing, which I thought would be good to capture fragmentation. And I built this in layers, and it's sat in here for several years now. He's 6, so 3 years. And today I was like, you know what? It's time to, let's see if that would have helped. You know, it did what I create. Obviously, I was going to put it in his book bag and not know if it's going to work, but I never did get a chance to test it, and so I forgot about it all these years later, and unfortunately nothing like that has happened around here. However, the world's not getting any better, it don't seem like, but I did get to test it today. So I'm going to roll in some different footage here, and then at the conclusion, you'll see me right back here with the panel, and I'll have it opened up, and we're going to see what we captured, what we stopped, and was this panel effective enough to repel shotgun, 22, a 22 Magnum, and 9mm, and three different projectiles from a 9mm. My guess is as good as your guess. Guess below. What do you think we stopped with it? Obviously, probably most people are going to guess it's going to stop a bird shot. But what about buckshot, 22 Magnum? I don't know how many good hits I got on it. I know I was shooting a little high. Again, 25 yards minimum with handguns is not exactly the easiest feat, but I will roll in some footage of the hits. Try to make it cool and entertaining, so stay tuned. And when you see me again, we'll be diving in to see what we captured, what we stopped, and what would have, what this panel could have or could protect you from, if you want to make your own or whatever the case may be. So see you here in just a jiffy, and we'll be taking it apart and seeing what we caught. Okay. Oh, it's gonna hurt good. All right, so now, hope you enjoyed that montage of clips and a lot of editing to get you to where we are now, which is the results, I guess. So left on the, well, my left, which would possibly be your right, whatever it is, the case may be, this is the material I used. This rubber on the back, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's very, very tough stuff. And then here's the Kevlar, this aramid Kevlar. So essentially this is made out of several pieces of this, which is very difficult to cut. If you've never cut Kevlar, I suggest you don't. It is very, very tough to cut. And like I said, this was 3 years ago. I can't imagine with my carpal tunnel being the way it is now, cutting all of these panels to make this. I would hope to think there's a better way. I did buy shears that were designed, scissors designed to cut Kevlar fabric though. And even then, it was very difficult. So, 2 things. First and foremost, these are now available. You can purchase them for like 99 bucks. So they're actually called the backpack panel, and they were designed in response to these mass incidents. I don't want to give them any more limelight than they are their evil, terrible acts. Y'all know I was in the military, or the most of you do. And in the military, you know, we have plate carriers, which in my case as a soldier, I had ceramic plates. These that I have in this are actually steel, and they're extraordinarily heavy, but it's kind of like a weight vest, honestly. I mean, that's really all it'll ever get used for now, but hopefully. Unless I get into contract work or something overseas, this stuff's pretty well retired. But you can see here, these things, you can't tell off camera, but that is thick, heavy, and steel. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. This one plate weighs like 3 times or 4 times what this light panel weighs. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna bring it right back. We're gonna get right on into this. All right. So like I said, there are now commercially available ballistic panels that are much better crafted than this. So as you saw in the footage, or you know, I don't know how much of it I kept in or edited out, but we hit this with 22 Magnum, I think. You can see lead shot right there. 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, 9mm FMJ, which is 9mm ball, 9mm Spear Gold Dot, and 9mm Federal Guard Dog, which is a little bit faster because it's a lot lighter. I don't know what I got a good hit with and what I didn't. I know I didn't get all good hits, but I know we did capture a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of bird shot in here, which is, I believe, the 7 or 8 shot from the shot shell. Now, I did miss completely with the slug, and after shooting the 12 gauge single shot with a plastic, not fun stock to shoot. I'm kind of grateful I missed and only had 1 shot. I wish I would have hit it though, but I do think that slug would have done a devastating amount of damage. I think this would have caught it though, and that's just because I think the multitude of layers and the fact that I had it swinging freely, it would have give instead of, anyway. Long story short, I did miss with that, but I do think I hit it with double-aught buckshot there, and that feels like a 9mm, which I really hope it is. And there's a couple of them in there, and then that's probably 22 Magnum. And then I know there's a center hit right here, which was where the 22 long rifle bounced off, which is kind of hilarious because I think I accidentally shot a subsonic 22 long rifle out of a short barrel. So it's probably only going like 400 feet per second when it hit it, but you can see where it impacted. So let me open this up. There's going to be a lot of lead shot that falls out of it, I'm sure. And here's where we had the clips, but here's where I hit high. I don't know what I hit high with, but yeah, I don't want to. Well, right there, that right there is a 22 Magnum. I'm pretty sure. That's insane. That is a 22 Magnum, I believe. And it just chewed and got stopped by the Kevlar and didn't even go through. That's a cool bullet. And that is a Winchester hollow point 22 Magnum. And look at that. Is that cool or what? It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Mushroomed clear out. Now, out of a rifle, these are traveling about 1,600 feet per second. Now that little revolver, probably only 1250. But yeah, anybody says 22 Magnum isn't, that would do some damage. But anyway, it stopped it. It stopped it cold. And that is the coolest thing I've got so far. Let's keep going here. Look at all that bird shot. Look at all that bird shot. Stopped in the rubber prior to getting through the first round. So definitely would have been effective against bird shot. 12 gauge bird shot at 25 yards. Oh, there's a big bullet. There's some bullet. Oh, that's so cool. That's the Spear Gold Dot. I'm almost 100% positive. That is a Spear Gold Dot, 9mm. Stopped it. didn't even get through. Is that cool or what? That's so cool. That is so cool. I'll have to weigh that and see how much weight retention we got. But man, it mushroomed her out. Look at that. That's awesome. Spear gold dot, 124 grain. Stayed together. They are the king of the 9mm. But here you go. This is a 40 grain 22 and a 124 grain 9mm for comparison. Both mushroomed out like champs. Can't get that focus on there. I'll do some better photography with the cool captures later. We've got a whole bunch of shot in here, some dirt, a perfect center punch of rubber, which I don't know if something got all the way through, but we'll be able to identify that. Tons of little BBs of shot and center punches of rubber. I thought that was a projectile. That's just dirt from kicking up, I guess. Yeah, just a bunch of shot in there. No more projectiles. That's interesting. Tons and tons of the birdshot. The birdshot really, that's where that center punch, that's where that 22 Magnum must have got. Or did they get through? Oh, they're inside. Okay, so this is the side we were hitting it on. Yeah. That's crazy. So one did almost get through there. I'll bet that's the full metal jacket 9mm. It's going to be really hard to get out. Oh no, that's the guard dog. Wait till you see this. And people always criticize my love and affinity for the guard dog, but wait till you see this. This is the Federal Guard Dog, and this is what I carry a lot of the time. It's an encapsulated hollow point, and it's got a polymer midsection, but you can see there is jacket separation. The lead core is designed to freely push forward onto that polymer, which causes the expansion. It's super cool, and it is way bigger. Well, maybe not way bigger, but definitely did the job. That's our gold dot, which I consider the king of the mountain in terms of defensive ammo, versus our Federal Guard Dog, which made it further, which it was on the edge, so maybe the fibers were not as right there, you see, but it almost went through, unless I hit it from, oh yeah, no, I must have hit this towards the end after the plate got spun around, so it didn't go that far, really. It went through 3. But yeah, that's still incredible. And 0 went through it. And this might be our FMJ right here. We're gonna get that out there. No, that's the other. That's the other guard dog. So crazy. It's so cool though. And they work. They do their trick. Now this one's coming apart. Of course, again, they're not designed to go through body armor. It's got Kevlar stuck on it there, but that's the other one. That's our other guard dog. I forgot I shot 2. But you can see that plastic, that polymer just squeezes out, causes that hollow point to expand. It's an encapsulated hollow point, if I didn't explain that already. It's really interesting how they work. But I don't, there's our, we've got all kinds of stuff stuck in here. Might just peel this back layer off. No, that glue that I made this with is that epoxy 600 stuff. And it is stout. Oh, that's peeling the panels off. I know you can't see, I'm talking, but I got tape in here and that epoxy, and I just want to get these projectiles out of there some which way. Yeah, I made this right. I cannot separate these panels. Oh, there's the other one. Here's one. What is this? Oh, we got there. Oh, that's the other remnants of that. There's a pedal that flaked off in there. It's incredible though. This would have 100% protected somebody. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. If I can get in there to see this stuff. I mean, this thing still would protect you. I mean, this stuff is just incredible. I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to bring back when I get all this stuff out of here. All right, so I did get it all peeled apart, and I'm so impressed by this. It would have 100% worked. In fact, it didn't even have to be that thick. Everything was stopped in 5 layers to include a full metal jacket, which, you know, that's incredible. This is a full metal jacket, 9mm, and it got stopped in the 5th layer. The 2 federal guard dogs, which I thought would have, you know, actually, I guess that's exactly what it's supposed to do now. The fastest round going at it was these 22 Magnums, and they were stopped in the 3rd layer. They were punching perfect little holes of this rubber all the way through to the 3rd layer, and they were captured on the backside in a ball like this, just like that. I dug this one out of it. This one actually fell back out on its own. Now, the Spear Gold Dot here, I think I popped that out when I opened it up, so it dropped out as well on its own. And basically, I mean, it's just plowing through all these layers, and it just, you know, gets stopped. So overall, how cool is that of a idea that worked? I mean, this would have 100% protected my son if I was able to put that in his backpack, and somebody, God forbid, it's innovative and it's cool, and it would have worked. So I'm pretty excited about that fact, that I had an idea and it worked. For sure worked. I wasn't able to find the double-aught buckshot, but I know it's probably embedded in this 1st or 2nd layer as well, because there are no holes beyond the 5th panel there, right here, wherever it is. I think it's that one. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff there. This is the 5th panel. Yeah, how cool is that? It's also cool to capture these projectiles. Yeah, pick them up off the range all the time where people have shot them and they wash out of the bank or whatever, but to capture some that I fired, like these 22 Magnums, are like the coolest thing ever. They're just perfectly mushroomed out. This one's a little off center, but it just did exactly what it's designed to do. And these hollow points did what they were designed to do too. And this Spear Gold Dot, that bonded jacket, is just something else. And these obviously are designed to not penetrate as far, so they just expanded like crazy. And that gives me more reasoning behind what I believe. I mean, it's a super light projectile, and it's not going to over penetrate. So if you like this kind of video, be sure to hit the like button. Please share. Truly appreciate all of your views and support and comments. And until the next time, gold luck, God bless, and I'll see you then. Which, by the way, will be Dominican Dream Pater. I'm going to do it, so be sure to watch out for that video. See you on the next one.